All right, welcome on into the real estate news, filling in for the incomparable Stacy Hansen. I am Rich Reynolds. Thanks for having me. And speaking of having people along, we have Peggy Adams right now from Solidarity Realty. And Peggy, welcome on in. And if we could, talk about a little bit how the selling process works. You're the listing specialist at Solidarity Realty. Seems like a good market to sell. How do you get started?
You got it. Now, I do want to kind of emphasize, not only do I list, but I do the buying side as well. But I do prefer listing. It's kind of just a little niche of mine. And definitely the first start of the process is just to give us a call. I mean, that's pretty standard stuff, right? But, decluttering. That is something that you will realize takes a lot longer than you thought it did. So, especially if you've been in the house for a long time. So even before I come and I take a look at your place, I do say declutter it as much as possible, and then we can start talking about more of the details instead of kind of the big picture of things. So
decluttering, seems to be that first step in the whole staging process. What else does staging involve for people that don't know?
Well, now there's different types of avenues we can take. If you, have maybe a more expensive home, less furniture, something like that, there are services that you can hire out, pay, they'll bring it, they'll do it themselves. At Solidarity, we do kind of hang on to, a few minor pieces. You got your tables, we got a couch, we got a couple tables, we got some things to hang on the wall, some color, we're on Willie Street, so we definitely love color. So we do have some pieces that we can add, or we can go ahead and use what you have.
Excellent. Now, I know in the restaurant business, they would always talk about how the first bite of food is taken with the eyes. I think that's similar with real estate too. So curb appeal matters, doesn't it?
Oh, does it ever? We have folks that they don't even enter the home if they drive by it, and it just doesn't show well. And it will also help for, as we're preparing the inside of the home, to have the outside just kind of looking nice already, so that as we kind of start putting the word out there, folks can just drive by and see the outside before we get into the inside. So curb appeal's huge. It's that time of year. Flowers, have some nice, maybe little statues, a bird bath, things like that.
Now, for people that are living in their houses while they're trying to sell their houses, sometimes they're a little bit apprehensive about showings or open houses. What can people expect when that process happens?
It's really as much or as little as you like. We say let the folks get in. In this market, really, you're only dealing with about 2-3 days of serious showings. One of those days may even be an open house. So, maybe for a weekend, decide to kind of take off while those showings are happening. We'll talk to you kind of about where do we want key boxes, where do we want folks to enter, shoes on, shoes off. There's a bunch of different little things that we could talk about showing related, but yeah, definitely expect to kind of give up your house for the first 48 hours.
It seems like a seller's market. There's bidding wars going on in 15 seconds. What can people expect from that, Peggy?
Oh gosh, I say spreadsheets. They have been a miracle for our sellers. So, when we're getting 4 offers, we throw them on a spreadsheet, and it's a lot easier to spell out the terms.
Excellent. Peggy from Solidarity Realty, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey, Mindy and Stephanie are along right now from Property Revival Real Estate to tell us what's going on over there. And Mindy, I think the last time you were here, you were telling us that it's such a seller's market right now. Is that still the case?
Absolutely, Rich. It is certainly still a seller's market. We are seeing a little bit of a pickup, which is great. I was able to secure 3 accepted offers for some of my buyers last week. So we are definitely getting things moving in the real estate market right now, but we're desperate for listings still. We're still really encouraging people that if you're thinking about selling to hit the gas and get it up, because it will go. So yes, we are still looking to get people's houses listed.
Now, listings definitely seem scarce out there, but I hear that you got a new one, don't you?
Yes, we actually are just finishing up a brand new build in Cottage Grove, which is a really great community to live in. It's over 4,500 square feet. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home, close to schools, and it is going to be listed at $560,000.
All right, from Mindy, we go out to Stephanie right now. Stephanie, what do you have going on?
So I have a property hitting the market today. It's a brand new build in Verona, Spruce Hollow. It's 3721 Cardinal Point Trail, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, and it has an office and a den and a lower level extra bonus room, a wet bar, and the finishes are super, super beautiful. And actually a lot of them came from our showroom at Artisanal Design. So that's just another added value that we have for our clients, whether they're selling or buying. Selling, so if we need to come in and help them out with getting top dollar, doing a couple little tweaks, or buying. In this market, it is really, really hard to find your dream home. So if I can't help you find your dream home, I can help you create your dream home. And that's kind of just what sets us apart at Property Revival, that we're able to offer that.
Yeah, you know, that extra room to me sounds like a man cave, which sounds like a dream home to me. So I'd love to have that.
It's
and
beautiful.
Verona, of course, such a hot market. Isn't Verona kind of booming right now, isn't it?
It is, and it's such a beautiful area, such a beautiful neighborhood. It's a great area.
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely. So, Stephanie, great job. I know you're new to this whole TV thing, but if you could run down how people can get a hold of you or people at Property Revival Realty.
Yes, so you can contact us through our website at propertyrevival.net or .com, or you can contact us at our Madison office or Janesville office, and we would be happy to help with anything.
And I think we got a lot of that information on the screen as well. So, Stephanie, thank you. Mindy, thank you as well. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks so much.
Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Andrew Kimball of Kimball Realtors. Welcome back, Andrew. So how's the market in the Wisconsin Dells area?
Really good. We're really busy this spring. I keep saying that if I just had one more day in the week, I might be able to get everything done. So it's just really getting busy up there, really good.
So you must have a lot of cool new listings. Care to share?
Yes, we've got several new listings. The first one I wanted to talk about was at S899 Christmas Mountain Drive. That's in Wisconsin Dells. It's a home that has many new updates to it. It has a brand new kitchen with granite countertops, tile flooring, stainless steel appliances. They've done new tile, new flooring throughout, new windows, really done almost everything in the home. And it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's priced at $269,900. And it's on the 9th fairway of the Pines Golf Course at Christmas Mountain Village. So in addition to being just this beautiful home that's recently been updated, you're also on a golf course. Beautiful home.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Now, any new condo listings you've got?
Yeah, we've been listing a lot of condominiums lately. We've got a couple new ones at Caribbean Club. We just listed Unit 207, and that's a 1-bedroom condominium that we're selling for $74,900. And we also have Unit 204, which is a 2-bedroom condominium. We had 304 and 303, both 1-bedrooms, and they both, 304 has already closed and 303 already has an offer on it. So those condominiums are going very fast this spring also, and that was at Caribbean Club right on Lake Delton in Wisconsin Dells.
Yeah, this market is moving so fast. If someone wants to get in on this, if a seller wants to get in on it, can they still get listed with your company?
They sure can. I mean, we're really busy right now, but I will always find the time to go meet with the seller, look at their property, give them a property evaluation. We'll find time to get them in and get them listed. We definitely still can.
So what areas does your company service then? Is it just this Dells area?
Well, we actually work Wisconsin Dells, Lake Delton, Baraboo, Reedsburg, and we also have agents that specialize in the Castle Rock Lake area up in Juneau County also. So we'll cover everything really in Sauk County and in Juneau and Adams County.
So there's really a lot of more areas you can cover. Now, where can someone get more information about your company if they just want to find out more?
Sure. Best place would be go to our website, wisconsindells.homesforsale.com. You can see all of our latest listings, all of the listings on the MLS, and check the bios of all of our realtors that are in our office on that. And it was wisconsindells.homesforsale.com.
Definitely check that out. Well, thanks so much, Andrew, and stay with us. We'll have more right after the break.
Hello and welcome back to the Real Estate News. For a long time, controlling your smart home meant you had to unlock your phone, open an app, select a specific device, and then press a button to control things, from the lights to the security system. Not with technologies like voice control that we have now, managing your smart home can be rather simple. We are so excited. Joining us from New York live with how we can make our own homes a little smarter and our lives at home a little easier is tech expert and TV personality, Katie Linendahl. Good morning, Katie. How are you today?
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to have you. Okay, let's learn some things about smart homes and tech. So what are some of your favorite new trends when it comes to smart home technology, Katie?
Yes, well, I think, smart home is this thing we're keep hearing a lot more and more about, and get used to it because it's only growing in popularity week over week, month over month, year over year. And one of my favorite trends happening right now in the world of smart homes is definitely voice. And say hello to Alexa, because sitting right in front of me is Alexa, which is Amazon's voice assistant technology for the smart home. And what you can do is actually be able to connect with and control all the devices in your house, from the lighting to the fan to the coffee pot, all with your voice, as you noted. So it's really neat in terms of being able to showcase how simple and how easy it is, because tech savvy or not, all you have to do is use that operative word, Alexa, turn on the light, and automatically the lights go right on. And what's really cool about this is it can be as much or as little as you want. You can connect a smart switch that has a smart fan attached to it, a smart lamp, or you can get really crazy in my direction and you can actually add things like a smart vacuum cleaner, which, using that operative word, you would say, Alexa, tell the vacuum cleaner to actually clean the living room. No problem, work is done. If you can make your life easier and more simpler using voice control, that is a trend that I am all on for.
Wow, Katie, that is just amazing. And Alexa, that's also amazing. I've heard Alexa can go so far as control your music in your home too. Is that correct?
Well, that's the cool part about it. So I've actually showcased, as you just saw there, briefly, a number of gadgets that you can actually tie with Alexa. But there's so many different options, and as they like to call them, skills that you can add into the device. So using Echo Dot or the Echo, as you're seeing right in front of me, you can actually ask it for the weather. Is it going to rain today? What is the capital of Alaska? What is the capital of Pennsylvania? You can ask it trivia questions. You can ask it funny questions. Where's the closest farmer's market? What's the traffic like? Sports scores. Did the Celtics win last night? All through just the device without having to add on anything in general. So what was cool too is, like, growing up, we didn't have that kind of technology where you got instant answers on demand, all again through either the Echo or the Echo Dot.
Wow, that's amazing. So Alexa can help you out with education, intelligence, ways to get your home in better shape. And does she also help with outside the home? You mentioned that you can find out the weather, but does she control things or have access to some smart technologies outside the home as well?
One of the things that I love is the shopping aspect. If you don't want to have to head out to the mall, especially if you're in a busy time of year where it's very popular, you can actually order devices or order technologies or gadgets or gifts, whatever you want, right through the device. And of course, for that added security, if you want to add a PIN before anything is purchased, you can do that as well. Or perhaps you're like cooking a dinner and you're missing an ingredient. You can actually say, Alexa, reorder olive oil, and it will be brought to your door, just like Amazon. You know how it works, super fast. So awesome technologies and a number of different skills, more being added every single week. I always look for the emails to see what companies actually have on board and adding their skills in there. So it's really cool to be able to, yes, work inside the home and also out.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. So much new stuff. Now, for those of us that may not be super high-techy, quote unquote, do you have any tips for us for getting kind of into this place where we can do some of this stuff in our home?
Yeah, I think the smart home can be, it sounds intimidating and it sounds very Jetsons-esque, but I think one of the things that's really cool about it now is, it's so attainable. In the past, it would be thousands and tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to actually make your home a smart home. But now when you have gadgets under $60 that actually you can be able to voice command through, that's where it gets really cool. But I also tell people, start with baby steps. If you are a little intimidated by technology, maybe ask about the weather or ask for a news flash and ask what the news updates are for the day. And then maybe you graduate to something like a smart switch that you can plug a lamp into, or smart LED lighting, or a coffee maker that you can turn on and off. So you can definitely grow and add more things as you like, but that's also the nice part about it is it's a la carte. So you can add and remove as you please and as you're desired.
Well, that's so helpful because, like you said, that kind of technology can seem very intimidating, and you want to be able to know that you can access it, like you said, baby steps or bit by bit. So that's really helpful information. Thank you so much. And then a couple more questions quickly. We're running out of time a little, but you mentioned security now that Alexa can work with you with the smart home. Is there other ways that Alexa can help, or that this smart home technology can help with security for your home and peace of mind?
Well, I definitely, consumers, and rightfully so, it's probably the biggest question that comes with is the security and encryption, and is the device always listening? All great questions. This is all under the Amazon umbrella, and it has to go through any of these gadgets that I discussed today under Alexa have to go through an Alexa certification program. So they are rigorously tested, but also people should know that the device is only listening when you say that operative word, which is Alexa. And Alexa can actually be switched to computer or Echo if you might have a kid named Alexa, which is a question I've been asked before. But also you can create PIN codes when you are shopping or when you are checking things like your bank statement or when what your balance is. You can add things like PIN codes, and you can always mute the device. So there are some little extra precautions that people enjoy, myself included, that make you feel a little bit more secure, but do know that everything is under the Amazon umbrella, and the utmost importance to them is security and also privacy.
Fantastic, and I suppose we can go to Amazon.com for more information. Thank you, Katie Linendahl, TV personality and tech expert, for joining. Hello and welcome back to the Real Estate News. We are so pleased today to have with us Chip Wade, HGTV star and do-it-yourself handyman himself. Couple things quickly before I get to the questions with Mr. Chip. Homeowners know that the chore list to get homes ready for the warmer months can be very long and very daunting. What are some of the quick step savers homeowners can do now to save time, can save trouble and money down the road? So Mr. Chip Wade here has some answers us, and we are so very lucky that he'll be joining us today on our Real Estate News program. Chip, welcome. How are you this morning?
I'm great. How you doing?
We're doing great here, doing great. We're warming up around here in Wisconsin and very happy about us. Very happy about that, I should say. A few questions for you. What steps can a homeowner take to eliminate future headaches?
Well, now is the time to work just a little bit to save us a lot of effort later. The warm air is starting to fill up the country. We're trying to get outside. Has it been rainy for you guys up in Madison?
Yes, sir. We had some wild storms the last couple of days. It's dried out today and the sun is out. But yes, absolutely
So this
rainy.
is good. So this is the perfect time to take a quick walk around the outside of your house and just see if there's any penetrations or holes. Now, some people say that I don't know what to look for. Here's an easy trick. Get you a flashlight and get you a friend. You stand inside with a flashlight and send your friend outside. Wait till just after dark and shine the flashlight around the edge of your windows and around your doors. If your friend can see any of the light passing through around the edge, you know you may have a leak or a hole where a pest might be able to enter into the house. So some simple weather stripping, maybe some caulk in some areas around the windows is a simple, really quick, easy fix that most folks know how to do. If not, it's a real easy, quick search online to figure out how to use the caulk gun. Now, in addition to that, also new growth from last year has made all the trees, the shrubs get a little bit bushy, right? Now, it's okay if they look a little bit full, but if they've extended over and are actually touching the structure of your house, you want to just get you some hedge trimmers or some lopping shears, pull those back off. I actually like to use my shoulder width as a measuring stick. When I walk around the house, I want to pull those limbs and everything that far off, the width of your shoulders, so you can actually walk effortlessly around the foundation and inspect, but it also cuts off all those channels for branches where pests, bugs, squirrels, chipmunks actually are tracking along those branches, getting onto the house and ultimately into the structure, which is what we want to avoid.
Okay. Very good advice. Thank you so much. So firstly, weather stripping, and secondly, hedge trimmers. Those are easy things probably already found in your garage. So do it yourself. Chip Wade here can let us know more tips to figure out how to help yourself get ready for some spring storms and get ready for the warmer months. I like your idea about, using the flashlight there. That could be a fun trick to do with your children at home too. They'd probably get a kick out of that. So, and that could definitely give you some clues as to where there might be some holes that then might be some leakage and things like that. So thank you very much for those tips. So you mentioned a little bit about growth. Now, what about some of the things underground that might be causing some issues in the future? What can we do for prevention there?
So all this rain that's happening right now is actually filling the soil with water, and all the bugs that live in the soil, things like ants, fleas and ticks, are coming up, and they're looking for a new place to nest. So our homes are actually a very comfortable place for them, and once they get in there, they nest in things like the floor systems and the walls, especially those little black ants. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about? They get in your kitchen, in your bathroom. They're everywhere, and once they get in, they're really, really hard to get out. So now is the time of year where we need to know that they're actually reproducing, they're creating nests. We need to stop them on the outside so they don't get inside.
Yes, that is very good advice. Thank you, because I think every one of us has had that issue at some point in their home, and that can be very frustrating when you're looking forward to being able to be outside more, to have some of the outside come in. That's no fun at all. So Thank you for that. Now, thinking about some pest issues and other things like that to ready your home. Can you recommend some products, either they be safe products or good suggestions for products for using in your spring home checkup test?
100%. So when you're outside and you're actually looking to start planting new plants, the first thing that also gets in our way are these weeds that have grown up, right? The second that sunlight and water hits them, it's amazing how fast they grow. Well, once we pull those out, we don't want to have to be doing any more weeding. Everybody typically has a disdain for weeding. So you're probably familiar, if you spend a lot of time out in the garden, with a product called TREN. It's basically the industry standard in weed prevention. It's been around for quite a while, and it's ultra effective. It has these granules. You shake them over the mulch in your planting beds, especially your foundation beds near the house. And what it does is you activate it with water. So you just water it in, and then for 4 months you actually have a protective barrier against weeds. And what it does, it keeps the actual seed of the weed from growing any roots, which is really effective. Now, in addition to that, what I'm really excited about is I have a new product here, which is an extension of the great existing product, which is called Weed Preventer Plus Ant, Flea, and Tick Control. So all those bugs I was talking about that are coming out of the soil, the same granules are going to kill these bugs on contact with a barrier around the foundation of your home for up to 4 months. So weeds be gone, right? Gone, right? They're not even gonna come up out of the soil, so you're not gonna have to pull them. And then also those bugs never make it in the house. It's a great thing.
Wow, this is such a great advice. So this product, TREN, you're saying, well, keep down the weeds, keep down and keep the bugs away to not come in your home, and then you'll still have this really nice growth without that influx of weeds that, like you said, everyone has a bit of disdain for as far as working on pulling them out.
You got it.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Chip Wade, HGTV superstar. Thank you so much for the do-it-yourself tips and tricks of the trade and getting your home ready for summer months. And we will be right back with more real estate news.
Hey, a big thank you to all of the guests that came on the Real Estate News today. Big thank you as well to our sponsors that make the show possible each and every week. And of course, a thank you for watching as well. You'll get Stacy back next time. For Stacy Hansen, I'm Rich Reynolds. We'll see you on the Real Estate News right here on Wisconsin's 57.